Welcome back. My name's Jerry Pratt. I'm the Economic Development Officer for Clearwater County and the lead for David Thompson Country Regional Tourism. And we're talking about safety with Rocky Search and Rescue. Actually, I should say the full name, right? Rocky Mountain House Search and Rescue. And you cover a big area. We're talking today specifically about safety with backcountry camping. Jen, could you introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Jen with Rocky SAR. I'm on the mountain rescue team and the water team.
And Eric?
My name is Eric. I'm with Rocky Mountain House Search and Rescue as well, and on the water rescue as well.
Okay. So Jen, would you be able to walk us through some of the backcountry camping safety guidelines?
Yeah, so for backcountry camping, you're going to want to make sure that you select a site that's on durable surface. It's 60 meters from water, and that toilet facilities and disposal or water disposal is 100 meters from lakes, rivers, and streams. There's a lot of great hiking trails in our area for multi-day backpacks, kind of Kinglet Lake, Landslide, Lake of the Falls. It's important that you kind of plan accordingly. People who aren't maybe used to carrying a heavier pack should probably add some time to their trip plan and stuff like that, and just be ready, plan ahead, make sure you look at your weather conditions and the environment. There could be snow up high, and there's no avalanche reporting in this area, but be sure to check Avalanche Canada for kind of spring-like conditions. We could have snow up high in different areas kind of throughout the whole summer. In kind of making your plan as well, make sure, check out the trail systems and note kind of if there's other trails that are going to intersect the main trail that you're going on, and see if there's an exit, provided if the weather conditions aren't favorable. You can use apps on your phone to kind of help plan your travel, I guess. Trailforks, Avenza, those type of things. They'll let you know even out of cell phone range where you're located, which could help you make some good choices, kind of if some bad weather pours in, if it's going to be quicker for you to turn around, or maybe just kind of hunker down where you're at. It's important to let people know where you'll be camping, kind of where you're going to be staging out of, what parking area, and also where you're planning to camp. There's been an increased popularity with some of the trails, especially kind of all stones and stuff. So be careful to kind of try to use some sites that already exist instead of just creating a whole bunch more. Last year there was a fire up at All Stones that was started by Camp Stowe. So just be wise about that. That one was kind of a camp was set up further from the regular camping areas, and just a lot of dry kind of vegetation in there. So just be prudent in selecting some good camping spots. Bring a first aid kit with you, and it'd be great to have some first aid training to go with that first aid kit. Check all your your equipment before you go. Make sure it's all working properly. Fasten everything to your pack. You don't want to drop your poles or something. And if you require emergency services, you can, Rocky SAR will be dispatched by calling 911, or, using your inReach or Spot by pushing that button. It would be great if you knew your location, GPS location, provide information like if there's an injury, number of people in your group, and the equipment you have on hand. Yeah.
Okay. We've definitely seen a rise in the number of people who are trying to do this type of activity in our area. And we have beautiful, beautiful trails and backcountry areas where people really can get away. But you do get pretty isolated when you're way back there. I guess the question is, what are some of the most common rescues that you guys are involved in with people who really get into the backcountry?
Well, usually unpredictable weather. Sometimes we've had groups that just kind of got snowed in, didn't have enough extra food and stuff, or injuries, like maybe being bucked off a horse or something like that, or you can't maybe using a knife, or not too familiar with their equipment and accidentally cutting themselves. So that's kind of what we see in the far backcountry.
And to reach people in the far backcountry, how do you guys get there?
It depends. Sometimes, depending exactly where they're located, either we'll hike into where they are. Depends on the injuries as well, or we will use helicopter to access them.
Then they're forced to go on this hanging ride that can be exciting by itself, eh?
Well, it really depends on the terrain. So usually backpackers are going to be in a bit flatter terrain, but sometimes if they're getting into more technical terrain, yeah, we might need to use HEC, which stands for Human External Cargo. And but if there's an area where we can land the helicopter and put them inside the helicopter, that's the preferred method.
I know that Rocky Search and Rescue has a helicopter available out there, but STARS is actually doing a report to Clearwater County Council coming up here in a week, and the numbers last year were pretty high. There's quite an increase in the number of times STARS had to come out to our area.
Yeah, we've worked with STARS a number of times, along with Fire or the RCMP. Yeah, we've had different like pelvis fractures or different kind of motor vehicle accidents as well, which we're not always involved with. But yeah, they've been out quite regularly.
Okay. Well, we want people to come out and enjoy it, but we want them to be safe so they can keep coming out and enjoying the area. Eric, do you have anything to add about backcountry camping safety?
The only thing I would add would be is that when you're set up camp, and just to choose a wildlife-friendly site. So keep your food away from your main camp when you're done cooking for the night. Try to hang them in bear poles if none are available. Get creative on how you store your food. Personally, I've used cliff faces and strung my pack over the cliff. Other spots, just use your head and make a wildlife friendly camp and not have anything kind of in a circle. Just a straight line is always advisable. And, otherwise, be prepared, have a trip plan, and let folks know where you're going.
Okay, sounds like good information. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, and hopefully they can watch some of our other safety videos. Have a good day.